Hello, welcome back. We're exploring Scratch, the visual programming language that comes with an editor, an offline editor that we could use to create our programs that could be used to teach the principles of coding. These projects are really simple. As you can see, a child can follow everything we've done here so far, and I would like to know if you're a child watching this. I would like to hear from you. You could send me your comments in the section below for comments, and let me know how you found the video, okay, and the lesson so far. Yeah, I would love to hear from you. Now, in the last video, we built a crystal, okay, using these set of blocks, and we said the principle of nesting enabled us to put in a set of blocks inside another block, okay, that had a beginning and the end. Okay, so basically a repeat block has a beginning and end part, and the beginning part simply and the end part simply kind of create a boundary to show what the repeat block will be, well, repeating. Okay, so in this case, the repeat block inside, which repeats 4 times, simply helps us to repeat move 50 steps and turn 90 degrees 4 times, and that helps us to draw our square. Now, after drawing our square, we need to do 100 of those squares. But guess what? If we did 100 of those squares, they would just be on themselves and we wouldn't see the 100 of them separately. So we had to put a turn 15 degrees a block in between the end of the inner repeat block and the end of the outer repeat block. That way, once we're done drawing the first square, we'll turn 15 degrees so that we could see the next one, and it's going to happen 100 times. So that's why you have this beautiful pattern right here, really a beauty. Okay, now we want to move on to something else. Okay, in this video I would like to explore the sequence principle some more. We would be creating a different project and that would be showing us the sequence principle in action. Okay, so I'm going to do that project in Scratch 3. So lovers of Scratch 1, I'm sorry, we would have to move from here, but let's make sure our project is saved. Make sure you always save your project. So I just saved mine. Yeah, that box that just flashed across the screen confirmed that. Alright, so we're moving on. I'm going to close this now. Okay, now Scratch 3 is the one that has the Scratch desktop icon. Okay, that's Scratch 2 right there, but I need Scratch 3, so I'm going to double click it and it comes up. Now the project we'll be doing is a dialogue project. So a dialogue basically is a conversation, alright, between two people. Okay, so that's the least. We could have more than 2, but yeah, since it's not a monologue or kind of a case where a sprite is talking to themselves, I think it would be really interesting if we had a dialogue. Okay, now Scratch has the blocks to help us create projects that have sort of conversations, and with Scratch 3 we could even make our projects actually talk. Yes, we could make them actually make sounds, like, you know, we could hear them say things, because there's a text to speech set of blocks extension that help us to do that. Okay, so take a look at this cool interface. What I really like about this is that the online version, the Scratch website, when you if I had to log into my account, on the scratch.mit.edu website, you would find that it looks really very much like this. I mean, so it's really like a natural look for Scratch, offline and online. Okay, so you have that similar feel as when you are working online. Alright, so let's take a look at what we'll be doing. The dialogue is going to need our sprites to say something. Okay, so maybe we'll like to give change the background, right? So we'll come to the stage. If you notice here, the stage is quite different. We're going to go to where we could change the stage here. Alright, so let's just choose the stage quickly, and okay, so our sprites are at the beach. Yes, now that's our first sprite. We'll quickly put in the second sprite. Now to add another sprite, we would simply come to here. Okay, so we'll choose a sprite just like the first version 1, but it's kind of looking different because version 1 had the stage on, okay, the version 1 had the stage on this side. I think it was version 2 that had its own stage on this other side. Okay, so let's quickly add another sprite, and this time we'll be adding a human. Oops, sorry, we'll be adding a human. Okay, so let's go for people. Let's see. Okay, so let's have Abby. Yeah, now we want Abby to be talking to our kitty cat here, right? Okay, so we're going to be dropping some blocks for Abby, and then we'll be dropping some blocks for the cat. Now can we safely assume the cat started the conversation? Yeah, maybe we should start that. Now, if you want to do a dialogue or a conversation, you know, a conversation is really like a give and take. Okay, so while one is talking, the other would be silent. Okay, and then when the one that was talking is done talking, then the one that was silent can now talk, right? So we make it look natural, isn't it? So the first block, you guessed it right, would be, yes, when clicked. Alright, so remember the cat is starting the conversation, right? Now the speech blocks, the ones that say something, would be found under looks. Okay, now in the next video we'll explore this some more, right? We'll explore this some more now, but let's see how far we go with this sprite. So I'm going to have our kitty cat say, "Hello, Abby." Okay, and Scratch is so simple. You could simply edit what is in there. Alright, so our sprite is going to say "Hello, Abby" for 2 seconds. Now let's quickly go to Abby's code and see what Abby has. Right now Abby doesn't have anything, but let's see if we can do the same thing we did with the first version 1. Next video we'll talk about this.